There are cops everywhere. What up, cops? We're cool. We're cool. Nothing to see here. I'm not streaming live on YouTube or anything talking about what I'm not supposed to.
No ambition too small.
Jer možemo svladati ovu krizu.
Alleen als
Magazine. Together.
Samen.
So, will you join us?
No, you creepy cultists. This makes me want to run away. Like, the way this is being presented is if I'm being groomed into a cult. I can't stand it. I can't stand anything about it.
It hurts to watch.
It does.
I'm having pomegranates, by the way. This is good. I eat a lot, by the way.
I don't want to move to England, but we did get the news that we've gone into another lockdown as of yesterday, was it? As of midnight last night, and I've seen Mr. D angry, but you were in pretty Fed posting mode yesterday, D, last night.
Not Fed posty at all. I mean, again, we are witnessing. Certainly since we're talking about Scotland, they've led the charge on this. But we're in the midst of basically a complete totalitarian takeover. I mean, did you think a year ago that Boris Johnson would be the most repressive and totalitarian prime minister ever? I mean, he is probably the most repressive leader since Oliver Cromwell, and maybe even more than Oliver Cromwell. So I don't think it's Fed posting. I think it's just basic, a sort of basic human desire for standing up against tyranny. And I see no evidence that most of the countrymen, certainly in Wales or England or Scotland or anywhere else, are doing this. I mean, most people seem to just say more. Give us more, Daddy. I'm curious of what's happening in Scotland on that front, because what I see coming out of Scotland is just mind blowing. A people noted for a kind of rugged individualism and sort of a fighting spirit have just completely capitulated to these evil people.
This is part of the horror of what has happened, is that sense of individualism and that sense of a pride in your Scottish identity has been entirely co-opted by the SNP.
And I asked, there's like these two football players in there shopping, and they're like 7-foot black dudes, offensive linemen. And I'm like, hey, you guys need help with anything? And they're like, what are you, security? I was like, no. They go, you work here? I go, yeah, I'm one of the operations managers. And they go, operation, you? Yeah. Just looked at me, sized me up, you? And then the one black guy yells at the other black guy, and he goes, yo, man, this dude run the operations. And he goes, well, yeah, what you think, they go let us run it? And I was like, that's the funniest shit anyone has ever said. I was like, all right, well, I see where you're going with this, it's but
glad I could help you. Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, well, it's not like that, but yeah, it kind of is like that. No, but that's what's going to have to happen. People are going to have to start suing. And this is what I don't understand. People need to just start opening up massive cases against Twitter and Facebook, suing them as the publishers that they are. Yeah. Stop letting them pretend they're platforms. They are publishers. They do not deserve the legal protections of a platform. Yeah. Just start suing them as publishers.
We were talking about, because I worked for .coms I dropped out of college in like 99 to work in encryption and .coms. So I'm very familiar with 230.
You went back.
I went back. Yeah, I went back.
You did graduate, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So I've known about 230 since they started it. I've been talking about it since day one. Like as soon as Milo was like, this is why this is happening is for multiple reasons. One, the Patriot Act's part of it, but a big one is 230. Nobody ever talks about how it started either, which is there was two competing. I don't know if you know this is boring or whatever.
No, it's not boring.
There's two competing internet service providers. Prodigy.net, which is what I was
Prodigy,
on. You remember Prodigy?
Yeah. I think I had it.
Yeah,
I think
it was great.
Dude, you still have an email account.
I know. So I had a Prodigy account
on my gateway computer.
Yeah. When I transferred that email over,
dude, you should have gotten a Dell.
So Prodigy had a very curated experience when you went in there. They heavily curated and edited the internet as they served it to you. CompuServe, contrary-wise, CompuServe was Wild West. You got the browser and you do whatever you want. Back in those days, it was like whatever came with the software was the browser you had to use. So your Prodigy experience was heavily modified and curated.
Yeah.
Both of them got sued. Both of them got sued for Prodigy for restricting some company. They blocked some companies. They're like, we're suing you. And CompuServe got sued for the opposite, I think, for
Being
letting something
wide
through.
open.
Yeah. And the judge said, well, Prodigy is a publisher, so yeah, you're punished. And CompuServe, well, I mean, that's what they do. Like they're, I forget the common carrier or something protects them because they're just passing it through.
Yeah.
But Prodigy.
So they came down on the side of
the
just
senator.
free. Yeah.
So they came down on the side of the publisher. So this fucking senator who wrote 230 said, this is his words. The guy said, I looked at these things and realized that they should be switched, or else there would be no incentive for people to enforce civility on the internet, and it would be like the Wild West. He said specifically that he did not want the Wild West, the freedom of speech one, to exist. So he would make 230 to stop it.
Right.
And it was exactly what it's done.
Yeah.
At European level from the resources of the EU's budget. Okay, so first thing, the Agricultural Society, obviously, like that's weird. That's like,
Hey guys, would you like food? Oh God, I hate it.
what is that?
Yeah, why would I need this? This strange new invention that the European Union has bestowed upon us.
Oh
God, I hate it.
Well, part of the European Union has some communist history, so there's some precedent for that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Food,
yeah, absolutely.
Food, what is this?
Half the European Union was communist at one point, so yeah.